Good morning. Let's go. Are you ready? Alright, so yeah, time to find out who murdered Mr. Krabs. Alright, let's start with Mr. Krabs, I guess. Under this very table, Byakuya was for such to investigate the top side of the table. So the only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is the desk lamp. Why is it catching your eye? I'm pretty sure it was there before. Looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. I bet it was Squidward. Who would be the Squidward of this game? The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it should have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing on the table that really stands out to me, so... Now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it. I let out a shout, as if to encourage myself, and quickly looked beneath the table. You know what? I could see that. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron, hanging in the air. Oh, honey, that smell is explainable. And during the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuyo's body. Byakuyo Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. You know what? That is a description of him. He said a lot of hurtful things. Why did he? Fuck. I accidentally unplugged my headset. Alright. Back on track. Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. You know, I used to question what made Makoto decide what he was going to say in his head and what he was going to say out loud, but honestly, I think I'm questioning Hajime even more. What was taped to the underside of the table? Was it the knife? Huh? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Duct tape on the underside of the table. So the duct tape was holding something that was considered important enough to be painted with glow-in-the-dark paint. Which means that the blackout was planned. I'm assuming it was the knife taped to the underside of the table. Could this be glowing paint? Yes, Hajime. Very good. Certainly not reflective. Because it looks like there's also some paint on the knife, too. A bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring a knife to the dining hall in the first place? Okay, so hold on. Let me get done reviewing the knife and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that Duralumin case. It's possible they stole this knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Honestly, it wasn't that hard to find, honey. You were already looking at the place where it was hidden. Also, there's one more thing about the knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Congrats. We have found it. So, it seems like the paint part was like an afterthought. Like, they were worried that they wouldn't be able to find the knife in the dark. So they just kind of painted over the knife and the tape. Because if you're planning far enough ahead to tape a knife under a table, and you are worried, and you're like planning for it to be dark, you would go ahead and paint stuff. I mean, mildly. Actually, you know what? That would actually be a plausible theory if it wasn't for the glow-in-the-dark paint on it. You never know what somebody's gonna manage. Alright, night vision goggles. What's this? It looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars on the table? Honey, have you never seen any night vision goggles? Do you watch TV? Those aren't binoculars. I imagine that the look of concern is because, you know, he's realizing that Hajime's never seen night vision goggles. Yeah? Then what are they?
Perhaps.
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? Seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits, too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Well, I mean, he's currently under the table and there's blood all over the place under the table, so I feel like more than likely somebody got to the knife before he did and he was the one with the night vision goggles. But who would have gotten to the knife before he did? And was Peko also in on this in some way? Because she was the one who was in the room with the breaker box. Because she's the one who took the case of weapons to the office. Alright, let's go. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was... According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed in the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Monokuma file. What do you mean it was updated? We didn't learn anything. What did it update it with? Oh, just like the reaching for something part. Okay. Ah, fuck, hold on. We're gonna pretend like I didn't forget to plug in the laptop before I started the stream. There we go. I'm gonna check on the pet. Wiggly, wiggly. Okay, back on track. I don't think there's anything else to investigate under here. Can't say I've done enough investigating. What else is there to investigate? We investigated beneath the table. Blood stain. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood spattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. So Byakuya was killed under the table. On the table was beneath Mr. Krabs. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. If you're going to try to kill somebody in the dark and you can't see them, but they can see you especially, you're going to go for it multiple times until you know they're dead. But still, that means somebody other than Byakuya knew that there was a knife under there. Because Byakuya was clearly down there trying to get the knife. But, pretty sure he would be the one wearing the night vision goggles, which would mean that he wouldn't really need the glow-in-the-dark paint. And since it was applied afterwards because it's on both the tape and the knife, then somebody found it after it was put there. And knew that they were going to have to search for it in the dark. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the pool of blood. Yeah, you know what that means, little buddy? That means that is where he was killed. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. No, you needed to reverse those, honey. That other part was the part you should have said out loud, and then despite the fact that it's just me, I'm working pretty hard part should have been in your head. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. The dishes. There's a lot of tasty looking party dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't imagine these are related to the incident. Yeah, he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. Yeah, you're right. He's trying. Why are the windows covered in iron plates? Does it have something to do with the renovation project? No, worrying about that is a waste of time. It doesn't have anything to do with Byakuya's death anyways. Actually, it kind of does. Because, like, if they weren't over that, then it wouldn't have been completely pitch black in there. Nagito must be so confused watching. He must be. He did look greatly concerned having to explain the night vision goggles to Hajime. You know what? I'll talk to you.
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? thought you were going to be the brains of this operation. That seems like a pretty obvious statement there. If he was alive and in the room with you before the lights went out. Of course he wasn't killed before the lights went out. He had to have been killed during the blackout. Well, now that you mention it... What do you mean now that you mention it? Honey, did you not think about that either? Right now they're sharing a brain cell and neither one of them's got it. But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. You know what? Fair point. He did have to explain the night vision goggles to Hajime. He might just be like making sure that all the pieces are connecting up there. Getting comfy. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. Seems finding out exactly what happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. You really are just grabbing him by the hand and going, here's how we do this. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout, I couldn't see a thing.
That's not it.
Although, if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? This her? Which one's the... One of them did freak out. And me kind of freaked out because she tripped over something. Did we ever figure out what was in the bathroom that was locked? I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. So I need to do it. To do it somehow. So everyone did leave the dining room to look for Byakuya. So depending on how long they were looking, I can see someone thinking that maybe he returned to the dining room while they were looking for him and someone killed him then. Yeah, I could see that. And honestly, if the night vision goggles were not under the table with him, that would probably be my guess of what happened. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless, you know, as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. Speaking of which, Hajime, that's what you should be asking her about. I am terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. Yeah, you remembered again. Okay, I was not expecting this to come back. I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up... It's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Hajime, that's where you just lie and say, yeah, I won't ever bring this up again. Sorry. I can't stand it. Yeah, Hajime had no filter there. She is very sweet. I thought we were gonna ask her about, like, what startled her so much to trip her. Cause, like, the lights went out. All she had to do was stay very still. My hero. Hi, darling. My hero? You alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
that what you expect me to say? Because I feel terrible. One minute, Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet? It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
So we have to find who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. Where is somebody to stand up and say we barely know each other, we're not friends? Because this feels like the part where somebody's gonna stand up and go, bitch, we hardly know each other. Oh wait, that was Mr. Krabs' job. Oh, I thought I was gonna pick up. It's not just for yourself. We have to protect all of us. Wait, did I miss a line? I may have missed a line. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. Okay, yeah. I had missed a line. Yeah, you're right. Fuyuhiko is, you know, currently not present, who is the other one that I would be expecting to say that. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Her I'm about to cry sprite is so adorable.
Jeez.
Jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Oh, so you'll forget about that, but you won't forget about Mikan's pose. Is it because she scares you, Hajime? Are you scared of Mahiru? Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. Can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. Explain? A clue?
Hey.
Photos, the ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Oh yeah, she was taking pictures. I forgot about them. Hey, Byakuya, everyone come on, I'm gonna take a picture. Alright, say cheese. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please? I swear the Ahage gets bigger every time we see him. Let's see, is this photo. And this one. I do like Akane like just chowing down in the background. Also, nobody is close enough to socialize in either of these pictures. Like, it looks like there's a couple of people socializing, but like, I don't know how they're they're saying anything without yelling it to each other. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? Didn't realize it just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Well, I wouldn't expect him to be standing under a table. Just saying. Wasn't his body under the table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? So I just noticed the face that I'll remember his name the next time we talk to him. I haven't really interacted with him much, so I have not memorized his name. Give me a minute. Uh, it's going to drive me nuts if I don't remember it right now. Hold on. Necromard. Just noticed the face that he was making. Welcome back. I just spent the past like 3 minutes trying to figure out Nekomaru's name. Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. Which would imply that he like dove for that knife under the table like the moment the lights went out. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could. I like the Hajime just like, okay, maybe if I know where everyone was standing before the lights went out, I'll just figure this out.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Oh, don't sell yourself short. You can always take crime scene photos. And, you know, a lot of other useful things. Everyone is already more useful than the THH class. Yes! There we go. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided...
You better do your best.
You better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around? Damn.
Do you understand?
Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. I mean, we know the how, we just don't know the who. Or the why. Yeah, I know, but... she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. Oh, the box. The box is open. Yeah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of Duralumin. The last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case. Like a nightstick and pepper spray. It's a self-defense kit. I'm making a note on the board, hold on. And I'm betting that you're going to find that if there was supposed to be a knife in there, there's not a knife in there. What's this? A hard plastic case, but it's just the case. The inside is empty. It also has the night vision goggles. I wonder what was inside, but the one thing that really catches my attention is this small key. It must be the key to the other Duralumin case. That other case was in the office and all of the collected dangerous items were inside it. If the key to that Duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside the Duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this Duralumin case in the first place? A case packed with all this security equipment? Maybe he was just being extra cautious just in case? No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. So this is really starting to look like Byakuya planned to kill someone during the lights out, during the blackout. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. So, am I done investigating in here? No, I haven't talked to Gundam. I'm sorry, Gundam! Oh, hell, Yuri. Answer my call!
Impossible!
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped?
You!
It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound earring.
Fine.
Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Well, this is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. His priorities are good. I love his priorities. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver!
The Hellhound earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. You know what? You're right. Small dogs are much more hellhound than big dogs. Just saying. I wear that earring at all times. Was that really about a friggin' Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now, we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Hold on a second. Yeah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I have a question. Are all of his tangents like that seem like a Shinigyo story is going to be about various animals? He is very fun. I like him very much. I see. Hey, good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should give up? Just give up? Hajime. No.
What?
Give up what? The world? I meant give up the earring? Wait, really? That's awesome. I think I'm gonna track that down. Yeah, after I'm done with this one, so that I don't accidentally spoil anything for myself.
You!
Cool. Have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die!
But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded? What do you mean? You can't just ask someone to give up their earring? Yeah, like, honestly, you brought this lecture on yourself.
Fine.
It's foolish to rely on you fools. Fine. I shall do something about it on my own. What are you gonna do? Find the, like, basement hatch? Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Well, maybe if you didn't tell him to just give up on the earring, then you wouldn't have to worry about him wandering off to do something that's not helping with the investigation. Did you think about that? Gaps in the floorboard. I don't know if the gaps in the floorboard are really necessary to this investigation, because, like, I don't think there's any evidence that would have fallen in between. Can't get out of here yet. There's still other things I must investigate. Okay. Ooh, the AC. A remote-controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner? Could it be... Hey, all of you. Why can't you act a little more grown-up? What was that sound just now? Wait. Did somebody use the remote control to short out the breaker box by turning on the air conditioning? This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner's remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. Pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. If so, that means that mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Once again, probably the thing that you should say in your head. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
Hajime, a moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is the killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. Definitely doesn't help that the knife was taped to the underside of the table, and you were the one cleaning and setting up most of the day. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. What? We both harbor special feelings towards Hope. Fuck, words. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get it on. Let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree. Oh, honey.
Now then.
I think you guys are more similar than you think. What a Rick. You never know when it might turn into one. I guess for now we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. Very good. After all, the blackout took place at the time... The blackout that took place at the time... After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. I feel like this would have been made a whole lot less confusing if they just said the blackout would have happened throughout the entire building, and just like took out the that took place at the time. But that's just me. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Hello.
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said investigations should be done on foot.
Yes!
So that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. When it cut to him and started with "Hey Hajime," I thought it was gonna be something like "Hey Hajime, you can't be a Debbie Downer." Also, you're right. Never change Ibuki, please. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you
Were
serious?
you? Eh? How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. See? Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. I love those parts. Then again, I'm kind of a softie for, like, the stars like that in eyes. I mean, I can't imagine why. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
Hey.
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. Oh, I love this sprite. Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? La la la. Oh. I'll heartily eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Now's not the time to be judging people's breakfast choices, Nagito. Just saying. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. I am fascinated by you. She should make a metaphor with more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard? Yeah, look, I don't even really eat gravy, but like, that makes me want to try fried rice with gravy. you know how I mentioned last time that there were like video game cookbooks and stuff? I wonder if there's one that has a fried rice and gravy recipe in it from this. Because actually, there's been quite a few foods mentioned in Danganronpa. I wouldn't mind a Danganronpa cookbook. Like, even if some of it's just like gimmick themed food and some of it's stuff that's like actually mentioned in the game. I think that would be fun.
I got it!
Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you. Oh, I love him. If you tell us, I'll let you buy Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously?
Aww.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was not Hiro.
It's
What?
a blackout!
Exactly for the same Hajime. Absolutely. I'd let her bite me any day. Damn. Next was Kazuichi's voice. And then next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
Oh yeah, she did yell that. What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
He did make it from the kitchen to the main room in the blackout. So he would have known that it was throughout the entire building. I can imagine Maggie right into the wall. Well, nobody else said ow, so I don't think anybody else bumped into him. And he also was talking about don't step on my feet like well before he said ow. So I don't think it was that she stepped on his feet or he stepped on her foot and she punched the shit out of him. Because I feel like that would be her response.
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. I know you gotta say something to her. He's just gonna... Nah, I don't think I will. Yeah, all she wants is praise. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell, what's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. I really feel like Nagita, was trying to explain it, and then just, had a moment of revelation that Hajime was not gonna get it without more evidence. Well, it's not like I really care.
yep.
Anyway, don't you think Kabuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth?
Yahoo!
Then praise me, let me bite ya! Ouch, why are you really biting me? Oh, honey. You would end up being my favorite. Please don't die quickly. Okay, so now that we've talked to her, I want to see if we can get in here now. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Hey, is someone in there? We're just like interrupting Nekomaru. We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. I just want to see the other side of that. I still haven't figured out where the fuck the office was. That's closed. That's closed. Hello, Sonia. There is something I wanted to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color material. Why is that? Well, you see, honey, it looks like there's a doorknob on that, so I think that might be a door you're looking at.
Perhaps?
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? Bitch, you can't say nothing. You hadn't seen night vision goggles before. It's a door that shuts to keep the fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow!
I see. It is just like a barrier. Just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. Whatever floats your boat, baby girl. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors? Look, Naito, if the castle she was living in ever caught fire, she would have roasted. Like, there won't no fire doors in that place where she would have known about them things.
I am ashamed!
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. No, honey, don't feel shame. It could be worse. Wait, if the breaker went off, then shouldn't the fire doors have closed? Because whatever would have been holding them in place would have released. How the fuck are you here if you've been wandering around with me, bitch? You have some explaining to do. How come Gyakyo was able to say something like that in the darkness? Like, what the hell? What's going on here? Or, this is... makes me wonder. The storage room is really dusty and dark. Did Nagito just, like, run in ahead of me to go, like, stand way over there?
Well,
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Good news, it's a storage room. You're not expected to stay in there for a long time, Hajime. Nagito can teleport. He got to. Nagito's just like, have you never opened a storage room, sir? Nagito's gotta think that Hajime's been, like, living under a rock. He's gotta be. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be like a pause and then him saying something, but no. He just didn't even dignify that statement with a response. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here. It's probably a tablecloth, boy.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a bloodstain?
Huh?
Eh? A bloodstain. Come here, take a closer look. It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain! That felt a bit like a couple's argument of, I swear this is a bloodstain. No, honey, it's a red wine stain. This is a bloodstain. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. Stacked boxes. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone.
yep.
A wise decision. It feels like he just pops up every once in a while to kind of guide me away from, like, things that are unrelated. Irons. Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't it feel kind of sinister? Wait, if those were turned... remember what I said about the AC being turned on, like, triggering the breaker? Like, tripping the breaker? If these... Depending on, like, what the breaker can handle, if all of those were plugged in and turned on, and, like, all the kitchen stuff was going, then the air conditioning turning on probably did trip the breaker. Sinister? Irons in storage room, woohoo!
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, how much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. I'm not gonna lie, that feels a touch suspicious. That you are trying to guide me away from things before I say that I am done investigating. Let's move on and investigate other places already. I get it, you're right. Like, I get that it's probably just, like, triggering as a you've investigated everything, so move on to the next place thing. But it is still suspicious. Alright, I'll talk to him. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Terry?
Ah,
That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everyone's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. That place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Yes, that's like what happens when there's a blackout. You couldn't have used the kitchen stove as a light?
no.
Ah, that's impossible. Gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Does Hajime cook over an open flame? I am always fascinated by the things that Hajime says. We have, like, a fully electric stove. Like, we don't... Like, it's not one of those induction top ones. It's just, like, a cool one. So if the power goes out, we don't have... we don't have, anything to cook on. But, like, we don't have a gas stove top. I guess it's not that easy. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just from reading through this, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
that's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey,
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But all this stuff doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Between the two of them, one of them's gonna stay on track for this, right? Chinese, Japanese, French, and Italian cuisine, fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone, too. Isn't it amazing? The meat is so big! Even I was shocked.
well, guess that's about it.
It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. Azabu. There we go. Is it just me that he mentioned it twice? He did mention it twice. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself, but if it's so big, where did you get it? Asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed a cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it home from... Damn! Like, I feel like that's not very sanitary. Nor, like, particularly pleasant for the cow. Which, I mean, I don't think any slaughter is going to be pleasant for the cow, but, like... Anyways, continuing on. His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. Are you implying that he punched the cow to death? Wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near. Honey, if you say it one more time, I'm going to start just like ignoring you. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that. They slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man,
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself.
eh?
Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them.
To tell you the
Well, it's
truth.
not like I actually believe it, but if there really was a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. Wait, Byakuya also ate some of it, didn't he? Because he was eating the meat off the skewers, so that he could take the metal ones. He's scary when he's mad. Is he really? I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Like, let's get going.
You're right.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, I'd gladly eat the leftovers too. Like, it feels like a waste of food to just like let it sit there. So seriously, where is the office? Do we not actually have access to the office in here? Or is it like the office? Oh! I walk by it every fucking time. Every fucking time.
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. That must be this old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. Circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it!
Whoa!
That's it!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But, how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be
But
fooled.
where?
it's
I'm
true.
serious. Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame. How polite of Monokuma to turn on. You're right. How polite of him to, like, turn on the breaker after the power went out.
So cool.
Oh, don't you think Monokuma was such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he took first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? Oh, that's easy. You remember the irons? And the air conditioning? And, you know, all of the kitchen. I bet if you plug enough stuff up, it's gonna trip a circuit breaker. If we didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioning in the dining hall also set for that time? Can't be a coincidence, right? Sweet. This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? I mean, technically it was in the Duralumin box in the dining hall, so... It's not like we were taking it off of the body. So, yeah, sure, it's fine.
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? Is it forbidden to tamper with the crime scene? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse.
See?
See? It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. I want to know how them iron skewers got shoved all the way in there. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't exactly need it anymore. Kind of the same logic I have for looting bodies in games. They're dead. They don't need it anymore. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. I'll talk to her last.
Maybe...
Hey, is it Pekka the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Well...
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pekka's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to hurt me and kill Byakuya. Actually, that was my first thought too, but I feel like that's too obvious of an answer.
Hey.
Don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Yeah, well, it's not like you look any better. At least Hajime kept that inside his fucking head. Damn. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
Circuit breakers in this office. Naturally, it looks suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? What does that mean?
I see.
So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker in the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So where'd you run off to on your own?
Well,
that is... Pekka suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What was that?
Hey.
Pekka, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pekka wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pecco as it is. Poor Pecco, god damn. What does that mean?
Huh?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something?
That's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is?
Now then.
Now then, I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going now.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like you've pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuyo's cottage? Byakuyo's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I really don't mind going there together, but... Aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
Hey.
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. Like, instead of living in doubt of others, living with doubt and words, fuck. Let's try that again. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Oh, honey. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope Speak Academy.
Alright.
Alright, then let's get going to Byakuyo's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. That's alright, I'm not sure how you're supposed to be reacting either. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, Gundam did, like, run out to try to find his earring.
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
That's what that's about, okay.
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think.
I'm fascinated to know how you think that would change it. Fuck, I didn't.
So I thought it was important to check it.
I gotta go back in the office and get that.
I see.
I see. Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuyo's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuyo by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get it from under here. Get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. I wonder if it's possible to get into it from in the bathroom. And that's why we haven't been able to get into the bathroom yet. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there.
But...
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility there's a hidden hole somewhere?
well...
Nah, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right. Fuyuhiko.
So,
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. Huh? He did?
huh?
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm Sunny guard, so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
Huh.
How diligent of you.
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that. But... Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. Alright, Toby. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey, hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When do we start talking about video games?
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage.
Aha!
As long as the possibility is greater than 0, that will suffice. Here, Sushi. I'm gonna put you in this thing. Here we go.
I have not unleashed even
I will
half
most
of my
assuredly
power
reclaim
yet.
the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Since he has no intention of investigating. Well, hello.
Huh?
What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya's the one who got killed. So what? What did you just say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party.
Huh?
Checking my alibi, eh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki says she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
True, I went for a little walk, and then just by chance, I ended up passing the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence. Okay, I got it. Dumbass. Well, hello, my little teleporting friend. I feel like you get taller
Alright.
every time I walk up to you. Okay, Mr. Cinderella. He wants to join. He's just not good at talking to people to join, huh? Now then, we must head over to Byakuya's cottage. If you get lost, check the map in the student handbook. You just turned into like a welcome tutorial. We're going the wrong direction. Me? Katsu? Mr. Krabs. Huh? It's locked. Why wouldn't it be locked? Hajime? Like, honest question there. Makes sense, especially if somebody's paranoid about, you know, weapons and stuff. That their cottage would also be locked, so nobody can surprise them by, you know, sneaking in and ambushing them.
Hey,
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so, Naito took a deep breath.
hey!
Hey, Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Yay! Did you call me? Nagita? When did you train Monokuma?
Hey,
Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my after image. When I get serious, my after image is unleashed.
What?
I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. So it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already. Say please,
Well-
damn. This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial?
This is
Hmm,
troubling.
if it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Loose! I'll leave the rest to you.
The fuck? See? I've unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside then?
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's so many books. Let me investigate the books. Oh.
No.
Wait. Can I leave right now?
Hajime.
Ah! I was going to go back and get the one in the office and I forgot in the time that it took to get out of that mini cutscene. Hold on, Hajime. Isn't it better if you investigate a little more? Yeah, you're right. Okay. It won't let me touch the books. I just want to touch them. I just want to move one or two of them out of place. Because I know that it will bother his ghost enough to throw something at me. There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
Hajime, you should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Huh? Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe This is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party? Huh? The first kill will happen tonight. Ooh, words. The first kill will happen tonight. Because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. That would explain it. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, no one would be able to kill anyone. So, he believed this crazy letter?
But
He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening. Even if it was just a worst case scenario.
hey,
Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility. Just to keep his promise? Then why did he keep it secret? If he had just told us,
nope.
he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun to doubt each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone.
Yep.
This strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Isn't that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
No. This could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want one of us to. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. Is that why he's so quiet? But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it, who the hell would do that? Sorry, I was making a note on the board. I'm pretty sure this marker has a stronger magnet than the other one does.
Hey,
What do I think? Well, I don't know about him being stabbed through the floorboards, because there's no way to get in there unless it's through the bathroom that we haven't been able to get into. And I am more than vaguely hoping that it's Teru so that we can just, like, get rid of him now. But also, who encounters a blackout in one room and does not automatically assume that it's throughout the entire place? Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked my hero for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everyone was standing just before the blackout. Yeah, especially after you leave the room. How do you go into the hall and then into the dining room before realizing the blackout's affecting the whole fucking building? She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
Sorry.
Sorry. That's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand. Yeah, it would be one thing if the kitchen was directly connected to the dining room, but it's not. You've got to go through the hallway. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure with like fire doors, if the power goes out, doesn't it like shut those doors too? Because I know the like school that I went to had those kind of fire doors, and if the power went out, which hurricanes, so occasionally that does happen, it would shut all those doors too, because they would be held in place like by stuff that was connected to the electricity, and when the electricity went out, it stopped holding them. Like their mechanisms and stuff were being kept open by the electricity.
Hey.
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
Bye now.
I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Okay. Hello, baby. Hello, my dear little sushi. Are you done playing with your box right now? Hmm? No? Okay. This way? This way. I can run! I forgot to get... Hello. I would like to speak to you. Too cruel. This is just too cruel. Oh, yeah, I might as well ask her about the old building's windows. Can you go a sec? I want to ask you something. I don't want to help you guys mistrust your friends. But what the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. Nope, now's not the time to fight about stuff like that. More importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up, so nobody makes the mistake of going inside since it's dangerous because of the renovation. I see, the renovation, so that's why you cover them up? Because it's dangerous to go inside. Danger isn't supposed to exist on this island. This isn't how it was supposed to be. But why did it get like this? It's cruel. Too cruel. Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can just keep crying like that. Crying won't solve anything. You have to do this no matter what, damn it. Alright, thanks for your kind of information, Butterfly. Focus. Okay, back on track-ish. Gundam? Did you make your way under the floorboards? What the hell was that loud voice just now? Oh.
I've been found.
So that means I found all of them, right? Hey there, Kazuichi. You haven't by any chance heard Gundam's maniacal laughter from one of the floorboards, have you? Hey, isn't Echo the killer?
I mean,
She wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away. But when I got here, she was gone.
maybe.
Ah, so this is just the same line from before. So Pekka probably tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya. He's got to be under the fucking floorboards. He's got to be. What the hell was that loud voice just now? Well, it won't let me, like, investigate under the floorboards. But I swear that's gotta be where he is. Huh, the bathroom seems to be open. But I don't really need to go right now. There's really no need for me to go inside to investigate, motherfucker! You have not investigated this room. What if there is an important clue in there? Hajime, I need you to steal the brain cell from whoever is borrowing it. Oh, hello. I'm glad to see you're feeling better now.
Huh?
I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nekomaru Nidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who?
Oh,
I won't lose to anyone. Not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
shit!
You know what? His voice line for that. Perfect. What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Sheesh.
However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience.
Oh,
Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader.
fool!
In other words, the leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by the whole ordeal. Oh well, that's not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. Well, he said it sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. Does this mean you'll let me investigate the fucking toilet? Look, it's open. Hajime, you're taxing my soul. I'm going to walk into here and then walk back out and see if Gundam laughs again. Oh, he didn't. Maybe if I go in here. My hero.
Hey,
Hey, you're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering. I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. Did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
Hey,
Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the two photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's standing position from before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I feel like I can doodle that here. Hold on. I don't think I go to your school, so I don't think so. It is a very good map. I'm definitely not going to draw that good of a map. Okay. I'm just going to draw the dining hall. Because, like, I can just, like, put little, like, labels up there. Rectangle. Okay, so Marlo's over here. Over here. Over here. Yes, together. Okay, here we go. Okay. I've made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. I feel like we should figure out where the glow-in-the-dark paint came from. Because I feel like that's going to be an important thing. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extended from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey,
So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all.
huh?
It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden there. An extremely important clue. Wait, why is there a single lamp on the table? It's a question I haven't asked yet. But, like, there's lights in the rest of the room. There's enough light in the rest of the room that they don't really need anymore. There's not a lamp on the other table. That light was marking for somebody that there was a knife under there, wasn't there? And the cord on the table, if they could feel their way around the wall, they could find it and follow it to the table, even without anything on their head, like, even without any light or the night vision goggles. The only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. Looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord is connected to the outlets, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me. If I must. Is what I shouted to encourage myself and quickly looked underneath the table. It won't let me look at the cord here. Well, it really don't let me see the cord at all. Huh. Yoki, do you have something new to say? Just as I thought. Seems there's no way to get under the floor from inside this old building. Maybe. Meanwhile, we've been hearing fucking Gundam laughing maniacally from somewhere that I suspect is underneath the floor. So it's just as Nagito said. If that's the case, I guess I should give up on finding Gundam's earring. We were looking for that shit! Yeah, we're gonna leave here, because I need to figure out where the fuck he is. Are you gonna let me investigate this yet? Oh my god. I'm going to go outside and take a look at the stuff around the bottom. Because I feel like Gundam found something. Oh, will it not even let me, like, do that? Okay. If I walk back in, is he gonna laugh again? Aww. Hi, honey. Do you have anything new to say? Very good. Have you just been staring at this door since we told you what it was? So that is called a fire door. Okay, I have already memorized it. It is a barrier that keeps fire from getting in, correct? You memorized it as a barrier. I mean, if it works, it works. I don't think I need to talk to you. I don't even care if it's important to the to the class trial. You can just stay right there. I don't think there's anything else of use in here. I'm trying to see if I can, like, if there's, like, a spot that talks about the glow-in-the-dark paint. But I don't think there is, so, PeachVT, honey. Oh, it's sending me through this entire thing again.
It's a blackout!
Hey,
It's pitch black! Everyone, calm down! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
So, hold on. I need to make more notes when I'm running out of space. You know what? I don't think I need this one anymore. a blackout. Someone stepped on Hiyoko's feet.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And then, surprise, Byakuya.
This is...
Ow!
And then, like, bumped into Nagito or something. So, the thing is, Kyoko and Nagito are both on that wall with the power cord, with the, like, lamp's power cord. And they're in between the entrance. Like, if you go in and, like, follow the wall.
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the black...
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Wait, out of curiosity, didn't Kazuichi, like, when they were talking about it the first time, say that he got lost on the way to the office? But the most recent time that he was talking about it, he mentioned going straight to the office. I don't have any information about it. Okay. Alright, I had to make a note of that. Okay, seems like after investigating Byakuya's room, you then need to speak to Nekomaru, Mikan, and Mahiru. So I've spoken to Nekomaru and Mahiru, but I haven't spoken to Mikan, and she's the one who did the autopsy. Although I am curious about how much of an autopsy she did. I haven't made a note anywhere about Pepper not being in the office. There we go. Made a note of that. I think when I'm done talking to her, like, right before the trial starts, I'm going to end it for the day and then do the trial next time. But I do want to finish talking to her. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. No, please tell me all that you want to say, not just a little bit, honey. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body. And I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. The deep wound, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to. Wait, I need notes on this. Because that means that it wasn't that somebody else got to the knife first. It means somebody stabbed him with one of the with a skewer. Probably from under the floorboards, actually. Because they keep saying that you can't get under the floorboards, you can't get under the floorboards, you can't get under the floorboards. But anytime somebody says something like that many times, that's gotta be what the fuck's going on. Stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Hey, are you okay? Does she sound like she's okay? I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad. Aww. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. Sorry. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an awl. Akon's autopsy results? Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to read what I just wrote. It says skewer, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to read that next time. And I'm going to hope that everything that's listed up here stays up here, because Sushi's been, like, pawing at the board and erasing stuff all the time now. It took her a while to realize that it even existed. But now that she knows it's there, she wipes things off, like, on a regular basis. Oh, I can finally erase the, like, stuff I had listed for my blanket. Because, like, it's together now. Oh no, it's not erasing. It's been up there so long. Fuck. There we go. I'm getting it erased. Kinda. Turns out if you leave stuff written on an expo board for like, what, 5 months? It doesn't want to leave. Alright, I'm going to save here. I'm also going first I'm going to check on this thing. Maybe I should get another Tamagotchi after all. Setting, system, save. Yes. I hate that it doesn't make a noise when you save. Okay. And, next time, I'm going to do the trial. I'm still leaning towards Teru, but I, like, realistically don't think he was the one who did it. Alright. Good night.